This is the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Ever wish you could re-listen to your favorite interview or segment? Do you enjoy hearing older shows for the first time in years? Then the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less is just what you need. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
That's right. Thank you very much, Mr. Lee. This is the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less, and I am your host, John Solberg. Today's episode is being brought to you by The Butcher Shop, purveyors of highly sought-after 100% Australian non-crossbred Wylarah 9 Plus briskets. And as always, hand-picked just for you. The Butcher Shop has been retailing the finest meats for the past 15 years. Every week, they're shipping out competition-quality meats to many of the biggest teams in the competition scene across the nation. Simply put, teams who use the Butcher Shop win, and they win often. Not a competitor, but still have an eye for the finer cuts? Great news! The Butcher Shop is shipping some of the finest prime, dry-aged, Australian Wagyu and Japanese Wagyu steaks to people just like you and me who aspire to be the kings and queens of the cul-de-sac. The Butcher Shop always has Berkshire, Compart Dorak, Allegiance Dorak, and Prairie Fresh all-natural pork in stock, and again, it's always hand-picked just for you. You might be saying, John, all this sounds great, but what about the exotic stuff? Well, rest easy knowing the Butcher Shop will get you your next elk steak or camel roast. They'll ship it out promptly. Yes, they'll ship you some camel. So let's review. The best competition briskets. Check. The best pork selection. Check. Giving you better overall options to cook at home. Absolutely, it's a check. So give the Butcher Shop a call today. 850-458-8782. That's 850-458-8782. Mention the BBQ Central Show for 10% off your entire order each and every time. You can also interact with them on their Facebook page, facebook.com/The Butcher Shop, shop spelled S-H-O-P-P-E. The Butcher Shop, home of the 100% Australian non-crossbred Wylarah 9 Plus briskets. And here's what's going on in today's show. From December the 1st in 2010, it is the very first grilling roundtable.
Just going to hope it works. All right. We are breaking the normal, what I would call normal. Whatchamacallit. Let's have can I have the normal view back, please? Is that possible? Is that possible? Oh, my Lord. What a mess. This is all getting edited out in the editing process. All right, here we go. We're going to be getting into the steak roundtable tonight. First off, if you want to jump in, if you want to call, you can do so toll-free. Give your own opinion if you want. If you have some questions you want to ask this expert panel that we have tonight, 87. You can also email the show, greg@thebbqcentralshow.com. All that being said, it is now time for the very first grilling roundtable here on the show, and it is the BBQ Central Radio Show Roundtable Grilling Edition, all about steak, and we have an expert panel. Joining me tonight is Chris Finney, either in South Carolina or North Carolina, one never knows. We also have Brian Pollack from Carroll Stream, Illinois, and that is just west of the windy city of Chicago. And then rounding out the panel, Chuck Dorak from Easton, Pennsylvania. Guys, I appreciate you taking time out to join me here on the Steak Roundtable. And we will do, as we always do, starting out every single roundtable, barbecue or not. What do we have for the arsenal of grills and cookers and barbecue pits and all that other stuff? And we'll start with Chuck.
Oh, geez. I've got a Charbroil Professional 4-burner gas grill. I've got a Meadow Creek Caterers Delight 108 with a charcoal, nice big charcoal cooker on the back. And I've got an FEC 100 in my backyard for all the bigger low and slow cuts meat. And I just recently got rid of my 2 Weber Smoky Mountains. Was able to pass them on to some newbies.
Excellent. Brian, how about you? What do you got there cooking on?
I like to kind of span the horizon there with I've got a brand new actually Weber Smoky Mountain. I should have come to Chuck first, I guess. I could have bought one of his. And I've got the a Weber kettle Of course, I've got the thing that everyone will cringe at. I've got the gas burner there from Great Outdoors for the quick hits. But probably my favorite one is my Big Green Egg.
Finney, what do you got?
I've got two Superior smokers, one mounted on a trailer that I use for competitions, and I've got two Primo ceramic cookers, 3 WSMs, and 4 Weber kettles in varying sizes and colors.
Some would think you have some type of problem down there.
I've got lots of problems.
But grilling and barbecues aren't one of them, right?
Not so far.
All right, so we'll move on to the first question. And obviously, if you don't have as many as Finney does, this might be a little easier for you to answer. So we'll go back to Chris on this one. Do you have a personal favorite to do your high-temperature grilling on, Chris?
I use one of the two Primos. One of them's an extra large oval, and the other one's the oval junior. I don't work where I live, so I've got the small one with me wherever I'm working, and then the big one's at home. So if I'm at home cooking a steak or grilling anything, it's on the Primo there usually, and it's on the Primo Junior here.
You don't work where you live. You don't work where you live. In a related story, Chris, I don't shit where I eat. All right. Brian, do you have a favorite cooker to grill on?
I do, actually. It's my Big Green Egg. I have the extra large, which is, for those who don't know, I mean, similar to the Primos. It's a ceramic cooker, and you can get the temperatures nice and high for searing, and then it adjusts real quickly down to grilling temperature.
What about you, Chuck?
Well, when I'm out catering, I use the Caterer's Delight from Meadow Creek. The barbecue 42 on the back turns into a nice charcoal grill, and I use that on my catering jobs at home. It depends on what's going on. The kids got some sports going on. I use the gas. If I'm able to kick back and relax, it's the Weber.
All right, now, before we get into any prep, and why not run down any grill cleaning procedures that you guys personally go through before you do any type of cook on the grill? We'll start with Brian. What kind of cleaning procedures are you running through?
Wait, you're supposed to clean the grill?
No, you don't have to, right?
Yeah. No, I always do. In fact, I typically clean the grill both before I use it and then after every cook as well. I typically like to get the grill running up on a real high temperature, let that just heat way up there, and it burns off anything that's accumulated on the grates. It turns it to an ash, and it'll just scrape right off with a brush and just rubbing it.
What about you, Chuck? What are you doing to clean off?
Well, after I'm done, I like to give it a brush down and get all the stuff that's on there off. And if for some reason I forget to do that and I come back and it's been a while since I used it and it's really bad, I've been known to throw tinfoil over the grate and get it super rocket high, and it burns everything to a white ash.
Finney.
I take a piece of aluminum foil, wad it up, grab it with a pair of tongs, and rub it over the grill grates.
Very simple, but clean grill is a healthy grill. I'm sure we can all agree on that. So we'll move. I'm sorry. Do you prefer charcoal or gas? And we'll start with Finney.
I don't own any gas grills.
All right. So we know what you prefer. Brian, do you prefer charcoal or gas?
I actually use them both. In fact, and I use wood when I'm cooking. But I think as far as I'm concerned, depending on what I need and how quick I need to get going, I get good results across the board.
Chuck, favorite between charcoal or gas?
In the past 2 to 3 years, I've been a charcoal convert, but, when I was cooking in restaurants, it was gas. So, but I'm a charcoal convert now. I won't do anything. If I do a catering job on site at somebody's house, it's all charcoal for me.
Chris Finney, Brian Pollack, and Chuck Dorak joining me here for the Steak Roundtable, first ever on the second hour of the show. All right, so let's get into the preparatory issues and processes. We'll start with Chris.
Want to find out what these dudes did to their steak? Has it evolved in 10 years? Has it changed? We don't know. Let's go find out. Head over to the bbqcentralshow.com. There'll be a link in the show notes to take you to the complete episode. Give it a listen and let me know what you think. You can get a hold of me, John, Jon, John, at the bbqcentralshow.com. Be sure you check out The Butcher Shop, facebook.com/The Butcher Shop. Shop is spelled SHOPPE. Don't forget to mention the Barbecue Central Show when you order and save 10% off each and every time. Until next time on the best moments of the Barbecue Central Show in 10 minutes or less, I'm your host, John Solberg. I cannot wait to talk to you again very soon.